Hey, what's up everyone? Nestmoji here. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to get the Master Sword back, fully functional and repaired and ready to go. So sit back, relax and enjoy. So here we go. I'm currently in the Korok Forest, as you can see from the map right here. Standing right in front of the Deku tree. This is the plinth where the Master Sword was in Breath of the Wild. Obviously it's not there now, but we're going to show you how to get that back. You can see from the Deku tree, if you look up right up there and zoom in, that there's some gloom mist coming out of his mouth. A little disturbing. So if you head right into the Deku tree, that's where you're going to want to go. Just run right inside of him. All these Koroks don't say anything, so don't bother talking to them. Just go right past them. There's a chasm in the back of the Deku tree. Go ahead and jump in. And go all the way to the bottom. Now, it is a good idea to make sure that you have some gloom recovery meals in your inventory ready to go. And if you have the gloom enhancing armor that gives you extra gloom resistance, like the Armor of the Depths, like I'm wearing right there, that's a really good set to be wearing at this point because you're going to be fighting gloom hands that you have to destroy completely, and also Phantom Ganon directly after that. Phantom Ganon brings gloom with him, which kind of stinks, so make sure that you have some gloom remedies on hand and ready to go. Now when fighting the gloom hands, the bomb arrows work wonders against them, because they deal area damage, and if you can hit the hands directly with them, you'll damage more than just one hand at a time, which is really helpful. Another tip to this is you'll see around the edges there are those light pods that are set up. Just keep grabbing me. Oh, they're so annoying. Try and get to one of those light pods, because when you're in there, the hands will actually not go into the light pods after you. I'm also trying to get Thunder, because I've got the Riju avatar following me, but when you back up into the light... Come on, I'm gonna make it. Back up into the light, just don't give up, just keep attacking him, that's the key. Don't let him scare you, you can get him. Back up into the light, there we go. And now they keep their distance. If you notice, which is kind of a secret and tip for beating these guys down here, is that they don't follow you into these light spaces. So keep trying to attack, and don't give up, and you'll get them. Just remember during this battle that you do have to take down every gloom hand. They're not going to disappear with sufficient damage, and the group as a whole, you do have to drain the life off of each gloom hand in order to win this first part of the battle. Just like that. And as I mentioned before, this is why it's a good idea to have some sunny meals on hand that will help repair any gloom damage that you may have taken in that battle. Definitely good. Phantom Ganon is the next foe, and there he is. Just going to take a second and add him to the compendium real quick. There we go. Now Phantom Ganon is not as dangerous as he looks. And he does look pretty dangerous, he does look pretty ominous, but he's really not that bad if you know how to fight him. He gives you hints on how he's going to attack when he rushes you by how he's holding his sword. See right there when he was holding it out to his side? He gives a horizontal slice attack. But when he rushes you and he's holding the sword up above his head, you know it's going to be a downward vertical strike. So keep that in mind. You can stun him for half a second if you hit him in the face. I'm going to eat some attack up food here to make this battle not go quite as long. See how it stuns him for just a second when you shoot him in the head, but just keep at it. He will come after you in the light areas where the gloom hands won't, so keep that in mind too. And he's getting in some lucky shots, so I'm going to restore my health a little bit. You can flurry rush him if you dodge his attacks just at the right time. Let's see. Headshots knocking back. There we go. There's a nice flurry rush. And with the attack up boost, oof, that took a lot off him. See, there was the vertical strike, but he was holding the sword up ahead of him. There we go. Took him down. Now he leaves two pretty amazing items. He drops two items. But first of all, there goes the gloom. The gloom is leaving the Deku tree, which is nice. The two items he drops are the Demon King's bow and the gloom sword. I'm not a huge fan of the gloom sword. You can use it if you want, but it's kind of detrimental when you use it to attack. The Demon King's bow, however, is pretty nice. As the more hearts you have, the more damage the bow does. I do like to add new items that I haven't collected before to my compendium. And so I'm going to add the bow and also the gloom sword to the compendium before I head out of this inner portion of the Deku tree. See, the gloom sword, it wears down the body of the one who wields it. But the Demon King's bow has a pretty awesome ability where it increases attack power with your hearts. So the next objective is to go talk to the Deku tree, and really the easiest way to get there is to just warp to the shrine that's right outside the Deku tree. A couple of the things you'll notice about the Korok Forest after you finish that fight is that Hestu is now here, where he was once at Lookout Landing. After you find him, he goes and camps out at Lookout Landing. He's now here in the forest. You can also talk to the Koroks. Then I'll speak back to you. You can get some side quests, do some other things. But your main objective now is to go talk to the Deku tree. And you can't talk to him from the plinth. That's where you talk to him in Breath of the Wild. Just climb this route right here. Go all the way to the top. Oop, there's a Stamella shroom I want to grab real quick. And then just climb on top of that platform right there, and you'll start some pretty awesome cutscenes.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword. Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
Ha ha ha. There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
And next we're going to go after the Master Sword. Now, do not go to the same exact location on your file as I'm going to show you on mine, because it's different for everyone once they complete this part of the quest. The dot is moving around, as you saw when the Deku tree pulled up the map. The dot where the Master Sword is moving. I highly recommend using the air bike. This is my favorite vehicle by far to get across Hyrule. At least so far it is. But anything you have that will get you high into the sky, go ahead and do it. The other thing that I should point out right here is before you can get the Master Sword, you need 2 completely full stamina rings. And you'll find out why that is in just a minute. Also, to get high enough to get the Master Sword, because it is in the sky, you need at least full you need at least 4 full battery charges. And so whether or not you already have them by having that much battery power, or you've got some zonite charges with you to refill, temporary batteries, whatever it is, you'll need at least 4 to get that high, so keep that in mind as well. Now the location of the Master Sword, and this is the cool part, it's on the head of a dragon. A dragon that was not in Breath of the Wild, but it is in Tears of the Kingdom, and there it is right there. So you have to fly above the dragon, land on the dragon's head, and go to pull the sword. Now, it's not embedded in the dragon's head. It's sitting on top of the dragon's head, but that's where you need to get it from. And remember, you need 2 full, complete stamina wheels in order to get the Master Sword off of the dragon's head. And this is why you need those 2 full stamina rings. Link's gotta hold on. And there it is! The Master Sword, reforged, reformed, back and fully completed.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
And don't forget to add the light dragon to your compendium. And then just like the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, you can fire beams of light energy from the Master Sword when your hearts are full. So I'm going to fill up my hearts and show you. Right, there you go. What an amazing weapon. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you're interested in seeing more videos about hidden items, tips, tricks of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, click on the 2 videos up on the top right hand and left hand side of your screen. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.